Hey beautiful people, so I'm actually doing a requested video, and it is on how I do what my concealer routine is, being that I like on a day-to-day basis, I use mineral makeup. So, excuse me, I do my concealer two different ways. The first way, oops, I didn't grab the right thing, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So one thing that you're gonna notice about me is that, yeah, I do use a lot of bare minerals. Mineral makeup is my go-to everyday type of thing because it's so gentle on your skin, and the ingredients are, I mean, as close to organic as you can get. But there are several different variations and products that you can use. I probably have like 50 different concealers and 20 different foundations. And so it just kind of depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm going out, or if I know I'm going to be taking pictures or whatever it is, that just that's what kind of determines if I'm going to be wearing my bare minerals or if I'm going to be wearing like a different, like a heavier type of foundation or whatever. So yeah, on a day-to-day basis, I use bare minerals. So yeah, the ways that I do my under eye concealer depends on what kind of look I'm going for that day. So I will either use my bare minerals correcting concealer, and it does have an SPF, which is vital to your the skin on your eyes, because sun is very damaging and the skin around your eyes is very sensitive. So it's very important when you're going out in the sun, especially now that summer's around the corner, that you're protecting your whole face, but your eyes as well. Don't forget your eyes. So this is one, and I will use my cream concealer. This is what I'm wearing right now, and I use this when I'm kind of going for like a less natural look, when I'm doing like blush and highlighter and eyeshadow and eyeliner. When I kind of do all that, I'm going to use this. But when I'm going for a more natural, like just walked out of bed, I'm not wearing any makeup, wink wink, yes I am, type of look, I'm going to use my Bare Minerals foundation. And so I lost my train of thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wipe off my concealer, and I'm going to show you on each eye how I do each method. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off my concealer, and I'm just using these. It doesn't matter. I don't even know why I told you anything. I'm using a makeup removing wipe, and my camera is like battery operated, like literally AA battery operated, and freaking I could get through like maybe 20 minutes, and then I need to replace new batteries. So I really hope that my batteries are gonna last me for the rest of this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my concealer off. Okay, it's my dirty thing. Okay, so I've taken it off both of my eyes, and like I said, I'm gonna do one eye with the cream and the other eye with the powder. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the cream concealer. If I can open it. Okay, so I'm just going to use my ring finger, get a little bit of the product, and very gently just pat it on to the eye. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and press it into the skin. Another trick, let me reapply this and show you. If you don't have a beauty blender or one of those sponges on hand, another trick is if you kind of get it too cakey like that, take the end of your makeup brush and actually just roll it. And it presses it in and blends it into your skin really nicely. That's just a little trick that I like to use. And this is just for me personally. My skin is like super oily all over the place. I'm sure you guys could tell. I should have like cleaned that up before I filmed a video, but I didn't because I forgot, so whatever. But my skin is really oily, so even under my eyes it gets really, really oily and greasy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mineral Veil powder by Bare Minerals, of course. And it's just a really finely milled powder, and you can use like the Ben Nye or whatever kind of powder, translucent powder that you want, as long as it's really finely milled. And so I'm going to take my blending brush, just a small like eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of the product onto the tip of the brush and kind of like tap my brush off. And you want to be like super, super gentle, like literally you're just like barely grazing your skin and just barely touching. You don't want to be rough at all. Like you want to be as gentle as possible. Like just barely go until you're touching, if that makes any sense. Because you don't want to like displace or move around or have spotty concealer, like one area is thicker than the other. So yeah, just be really careful with that. And then I'm going to do my next. I'm sorry guys, I just had like a 9-hour day at work, and so I'm kind of, if I can't think right away or sound like I can't talk, it's because I'm just so drained. My job is so draining sometimes. So yeah. Okay, so the next way that I'm going to show you is using my mineral foundation. And the important thing when you're doing this, when you're using this, the powder, is you want to have really good lighting. And the way that you can tell if your lighting is sufficient enough is if just look at yourself like straight on in the mirror, and if you see any like shadows casted on your face anywhere, then you have crappy lighting. And the way to kind of make sure that you have the best lighting, like if you don't have one of those vanities that has the lights all around, or you don't have like one of those mirrors that are lit around, the best way to get the best lighting is to just kind of get 2 little lamps or even just whatever. Make sure that the light is kind of just blasting in your face like straight on, if that makes any sense, because it kind of helps to cast out all those shadows that are going to be. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to be placing the powder, you're not going to be doing it like you would with normal concealer. You're not going to be doing it like all over the place. You're just going to be doing it on the shadowy dark areas. And the reason why is because with powder, I suppose you could, I mean it would cover, but with powder it really settles into the lines, the fine lines on the skin, and it really exaggerates them, and it makes you look like you're 50 years old or something, because it makes you look like you have a lot of wrinkles under your eyes when in fact you don't. So let me tilt my camera down just a little bit so that you guys can see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my maximum coverage concealer brush and I'm going to take my foundation. And what I'm going to do is tilt my head down and I'm going to locate the area on my eye that is the darkest, which is like right there. And this is actually going to take a few different make sure that you're blending it in with your nose and the rest of your makeup. And then you're kind of just gonna go around like that, avoiding this part of your eye as much as possible. Now, sometimes it gets a little like you have like a really harsh line, and so what you can do is just take your blending brush and just blend it to help like smooth out any lines. So yeah, this method is actually used, like I said, there's times where I want to look like I have like absolutely nothing on, and so that's when I use this method because it is the most natural. Oh, I almost forgot one step. So I don't know if my light is kind of like blurring it out. I don't know if you could tell, but I have kind of like puffiness under my eyes, and so the way that I rid that, and I only do it when I'm using the cream concealer because the other way it just looks goofy and I look unnatural. And so I'm taking a powder, like a setting powder that is a couple shades lighter and pink. I'll show you which one I'm using. I'm using this one right here. And so I'm taking that and I'm taking a really like a, whoa, I'm taking like a softer concealer brush than I was using before. So I'm taking this one and I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on this side, like as far as looking down. And I'm just going to place that light color where I see like the darkest part of the bags. So I'm just going to put it on and make sure that I blend it toward my nose. So yeah, that is how I do my concealer. I really hope this video is helpful. Like I said, there's several different variations with concealer, and this isn't the only thing that I do. Like if I'm filming a video or I'm out and about or whatever, I mean, it all depends. So if you guys are interested in other ways that I do my concealer, definitely just let me know and I'll do a video for you and show you how I do that. So yeah, until next time, take care and I will see you guys later.